Have you ever been bullied? Have you ever felt like you had nobody to go to talk about it? Well, I did. I was horribly bullied in my elementary school days. You know, bully the usual way, a push on the playground or a scare in the cafeteria so you jump and scream and have milk come out of your nose while everybody around you laughs at you while you end up in the bathroom crying, not wanting to come out. Yeah, that was me. And let me just say that this is what the boy bully did to me. The girls were much worse. They would whisper, say mean comments behind your back, and were just downright mean. And then once again, you would end up in the bathroom crying or in the nurse's office faking a bellyache so you could go home away from it all. Well, I made it through it, and so can you. Clayton R. Cook states that bullying is a distinct type of aggression characterized by repeated and systematic abuse of power. Some of you might be asking, well, why didn't you tell the teacher? Well, let's go back in time and see the two outcomes I got when I told my teacher. She was loads of help, not. Don't get me wrong, she tried to solve the problem, but failed miserably. She cared about bullying about as much as she cared about mystery meat day in the cafeteria, that being very little. So ladies and gents, let's go back in time and take a look at my average day in elementary school. Enjoy. Mrs. Haymaker, John pushed me into the desk and made a mean face at me, and now I'm like bruising.
Well, Joyce, I'm sure it wasn't that big of a deal. You know you're clumsy, and you just need to watch out where you're going.
But he's done it before.
Well, maybe it's just because he likes you. When boys push girls down, sometimes it means that they like you.
Like me?
Yep, I'm sure it's not that big of a problem. Just run along on it.
Fine. I'm going to go to lunch.
Give me your lunch money.
No, don't take my money. Mrs. Haymaker, I'm sorry to bring this up again, but John pushed me and stole my lunch money.
Oh my. Joyce, you wait right here.
Okay.
John, get over here this moment.
What did I do?
Did you push down Joyce and steal her lunch money?
Yeah?
I'm so disappointed in you. No recess today, no recess tomorrow. In fact, no recess the rest of the week. And I'm writing a note home to your parents.
You tattletale, you're gonna regret this.
What? John was 10 times meaner to me after that. As you saw, Mrs. Haymaker made two mistakes when dealing with my problem with bullying. One, she belittled the problem and didn't do anything about it when she could have done something about it and prevented it from happening in the future. And two, she overreacted to the problem when she did act upon it and yelled at John in front of me, which only made John feel ashamed and even angrier at me.
One problem with schools and bullying is that schools ignore the problem altogether. Sadly, it just worsens by the minute. Clayton Cook also states that besides physical aggression, bullying also includes verbal aggression, like name-calling and threats, relational aggression, like social isolation and rumor spreading, and cyber aggression, like text messaging and emailing hurtful messages or images. Back in my school days, cyberbullying was almost non-existent because technology was not as advanced as it is now. Nowadays, this form of bullying is the leading contender of all forms and shouldn't be taken lightly. To even begin to stop bullying, we must be able to recognize the signs of it. According to stopbullying.gov, signals that a child is being bullied are that the child complains frequently of headaches, stomach aches, and feeling sick, loses interest in visiting or talking with friends, is afraid of going to school or other activities with peers, loses self-interest in school, work, or begins to do poorly in school, appears sad, moody, angry, anxious, or depressed when they come home, blames themselves for their problems, feels helpless, and hurts themselves or speaks of suicide, plus much more. On the other hand, signs that a child is a bully is the child becomes violent with others, is quick to blame others, will not accept responsibility for their actions, and needs to win or be the best at everything. Now, don't go blaming everything on the bullies. In the article, School Bullying and Victimization by S. Greenbaum, stated that children that become bullies are often abused at home by a parent and or witness parents abuse each other or other siblings. Research also found that parents of bullies tend to ignore their children and do not really know what is happening to them or what they are doing while at school. As an educator, you need to view both sides of bullying problems to get the full understanding of what's causing it. Like, neither my teacher nor I knew that John had an abusive father that beat him for receiving a letter home from addressing the bullying problem. I wish that never would have happened. So to stop bullying, teachers need to learn and take interest on how to do so properly. StopBullying.gov helps gives these extremely helpful ideas on how to address, prevent, and stop bullying. Assess a clear picture of bullying in your school. Effectively discipline students who bully, like not screaming all the time, express how bullying hurts everyone and how it's better to be friends than enemies, and ask them why they are bullying. Engage parents in enhancing their child's academic performance. Encourage students to safely stand up for each other. Encourage students to report bullying when they see it. Hold regular classroom meetings to discuss bullying and respecting others. And explain examples of what students can do to make bullying stop.
Since my elementary school days, I've become an elementary school teacher myself. And when a student comes to me with a bullying problem, I try to deal with the problem as best as I can with these helpful hints that I've discussed with you today. Don't take bullying lightly. Bullying in any form is bad, and we need to do something about it before it gets out of control. The remedy is understanding that any form of bullying is bad. Also know that there's right and wrong ways of dealing with bullying. And a little TLC from loving family, teachers, and friends can't hurt either.
I love you, Miss Spees.
Stop bullying today.